to Line Den community. Shout out to a rep who represent this middle life music. Shout out to Big Ticket. Want to give a shout out to Brandon Sport TV. Shout out to Cream the Report. Want to give shout outs to Two Wall for TV, man, and you know want to give shout out to the Lakers Nation, man. Trevor, man. We got to get into this video though. We got to dive into it. Make sure you guys share the video, subscribe, and hit that like button. Now, I want to say the Lakers are in serious trouble right now. As we looking in these next games, it's going to really determine everything. Where they going to be at in this, in the standing. So, I have my, bro with me. He gonna give his intake of it. He's gonna tell you guys how he feel about where the Lakers will be. Is this another, roller coaster that, I see that how far they can fall from the standings, man. They got some big games coming. And what you think about this?
Man, there's been for the past 3 weeks. There's been a lot of big talks about how the Lakers is the road to the championships is to them. And for the past 3 games we saw, I don't see that. I don't see the defense, the offense. It's only Luka and Austin Reeves for the past 2 games. LeBron barely showed up, but they look bad, man. They got beat by. Let's look up these statistics, man. They got beat by teams that's in the 400s. As far as going over the 500 to be in the playoff, they're getting beat by teams that they should be beating.
So, in other words, we see a lack of consistency on the defensive end in these games. They playing teams below 500, teams not even in the 500.
Yeah, you're right. They suck. They literally suck right now, man. The LeBron fans, y'all think y'all gonna win a chip this year?
And big shout out to Sweet Dreams, man. Big shout outs. Big shout out to all my viewers.
Was right on the money. And the Marquise Morrison and all that, and the talk they had about LeBron knew. I believe what Ticket said. I believe LeBron didn't know. But let's get back to this, man. Let's get back to this. I was actually watching something this morning. Big shout out to Scap. LeBron James and his triumphant return back to the Lakers lineup following his 7-game absence with, whatever rogue injury he was nursing this time. His first game back was Saturday at home against the Bulls, in which the Lakers were favored by 10.5 points, but got obliterated to the tune of 146 to 115. James, in the game, led all players on either team with a robust minus 27 on the night. Minus 27 on the night. Let's continue. And the Lakers were in action again last night against the Orlando Magic, who hadn't won a game at home since February 23rd, more than a month ago. And for the second consecutive game, LA would have both Luka and LeBron active. And LA did lead this one at half, 60 to 58, but got absolutely dusted off of the court out of the locker room during the third quarter, 34 to 18. And the Magic never looked back, losing to that 118-106 victory. And the way Patriots have, I think we've got to push the whole piece. Again, that's just 24 minutes. Got to go 48. The month. That was Luka, y'all. That was Luka. Minus King, LeBron James, again, led the Lakers in the wrong direction of the plus-minus ledger for the second game in a row, hosting a game worth minus 17. After and it was just telling the game on March 22nd, it was minus 27. The last game minus 17, but the game before was minus 27. That's bad. The game, JJ looked tired and admitted that the Lakers are not in a good rhythm since getting James back. Yeah, I'm going through it a little bit. I gotta get back into the flow of the rhythm and those guys. I think it's not just them getting back into their flow, but it's how the functions. And after yet another night leading the team in the minus column, the self-proclaimed GOAT has now fallen to minus 70 on the year. And the Lakers, meanwhile, only have 11 games remaining in the season to shorten things up heading into the playoffs. But JJ still has said they still have time to right the ship. I think there's time. You know, you got to figure you can think about how we use that time outside of games. The glaring issues really seem to be on the defensive end as of late. But again, JJ just seemed to think it was a matter of team-wide fatigue. Yeah, I don't know. We just seemed like we looked tired. I don't know what contributes to that. That happens periodically throughout a season where the group gets tired. Luka, however, felt the Lakers just haven't been physical enough as of late. I think he's back to the one that game was because, we're physical. We play hell of defense. And I think I don't know if it's that special. We can't afford that. But let's get real here. The primary issue is LeBron James is making the Lakers worse on both sides of the ball this season when he's on the court. The Lakers' offense scores 2 points per 100 possessions less when he's on the floor versus off, while they're giving up nearly 3 points more on defense with him on the court versus off. That would be a total net of minus 5.1 points per game lost for the Lakers by LeBron per 100 possessions in the 2024-2025 season. But what is most telling is the Lakers' net rating with James on and off the floor. With LeBron off of the floor this season, the Lakers have posted a net rating of plus 4.92, which would actually rank 5th best league-wide, below only the Oklahoma City Thunder, Cleveland Cavaliers, Boston Celtics, and just barely below the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Lakers are an elite team without LeBron on the court this year. With him on the court, however, they dipped substantially to minus 1.43, which would rank them just 19th league-wide, right around the Miami Heat, Atlanta Hawks, and you guessed it, the Orlando Magic. Now, despite the stunning amount of evidence that LeBron James unequivocally makes the Lakers worse, much worse, the countless scores of chalk-sniffing sycophants will breathlessly be awaiting any hint of team success in the playoffs this year to drool all over their fake king. They have been doing it all year. The Lakers, that is, have been tearing and covering up for LeBron. They are, after all, 43 and 28, and in the 4th seed in the West, still within striking distance of the 3 and even 2 seed in their conference. That is, despite LeBron posting a net on-court negative in 29 of the 60 Lakers games this season. The Lakers need to right the ship, and quickly. The game at Orlando began a 4-game road trip, which is part of a brutal end to their regular season schedule, which includes back-to-back road games at Oklahoma City, looming in April. And if LA cannot crawl out of the 4-5 seed line, that would mean an ominous second-round matchup against those Thunder in the playoffs. regardless of what happens, though, the remainder of the season, we can be pretty damn certain that LeBron will be getting any credit for the Lakers' success and absolutely none of the blame for any potential failures. That has been, after all, the arrangement for his entire career to this point, so why should he change now in year 22?
I love that take, man. Big shout out to Scott. Got on down here for the Lakers,
Well,
man.
man.
Coming up. Go ahead, bro.
Well, these games that's coming up, bro. They haven't showed that they can play with a sense of urgency, man. That right there, man. Big shout out to bro, man. Yeah, man. These next games going to really tell where they're going to be at in the standings. These are some, pivotal games, and Lakers got to take these games and treat it as, as they playing already in the playoffs.
Ooh, they got some games coming up. They got some games. They got a back-to-back coming up against the Pacers tomorrow, Wednesday, and on Thursday they have the Bulls. This is the rest of their schedule all the way to the playoffs. Then they got on Saturday the Grizzlies, which is going to be all these teams. The Pacers, they're in the race to get the spots for the playoffs. Bulls in the race to try to make the playoffs. Grizzlies all these teams is going to be fighting. Grizzlies on Saturday, Rockets on Monday, Warriors on Thursday on the 3rd. Then they have a break with the Pelicans, but not really a break because they got to play on Sunday the Thunders, and on Tuesday the Thunders again. Then everybody forgetting AD just came back. And this is he's going to be accommodated for, he's going to be accommodated in after a couple of weeks, or at least a week. And they're going to be playing AD on April 9th, the Mavericks. Then they got the Rockets on the 11th, and then they got the 12 Blazers on the 13th. And that's supposed to be the end of the season for the NBA.
Wow.
They have a hard schedule coming up. What you want to say about it, bro?
Well, it's amazing. I always been saying, man, he can't be a contender. And I thought Charles Barkley, he was absolutely right. And Charles Barkley, man, big shout out to you, Chuck, man. You always said that the Lakers never been a contender. You know what I mean? They're just an average, mediocre team. Yeah, man. They have not shown to, play with a sense of urgency. I think, the Luka and LeBron combination is really kind of falling apart. Ever since, LeBron came back, the Lakers been playing at a slow pace. And to me, they played better without him. I just didn't know what was the, hurry for LeBron, his status and his growing. I just think Lakers can do better without him. They was playing better without LeBron James in the lineup. So, ever since he been back, man, they've been playing at a slow pace. And like I said, the defense is clapping because, it's all behind LeBron,
Yeah. And that groin injury, I don't believe that should be an excuse for him. I just saw that boy before he came back running back and forth on each side of the court, dunking on each side of the court, full speed. It didn't look like he was grunting or anything in his face. So if they use that excuse, I'm going to tell you, you can't use that excuse now. Fans or LeBron fans saying that's my king and all that, can't use that excuse. Man up. Man up. Because right now, Lakers got the potential to lose 8 games. 8 straight. straight,
They don't
and
definitely
that
pull
don't look good for them.
if they don't pull it together, man. They can be seeing themselves playing in the play-in, man, and that's what Coach JJ Ritter is trying to avoid. You know what I mean? So the whole thing you want to do when you got 11 remaining games, you want to get yourself in a position where you know what I mean. When it comes to the Western Conference standings, you know the games are so close. You know, actually, I say the standings are so close right now, and you know each game is vital. You know, and you know
How
he's
many wins did the Lakers, did Abraham win when his first year with the Lakers?
huh.
How many wins did Abraham get with his first year with the Lakers?
Um, I can't remember. I think they got about what they was in the play in there. I think they got about what about 38, 40 wins. I want to say.
If JJ really don't get past Abraham and wins this year, I'm beating JJ ass a lot.
No, he got over the wins. I believe he got over the wins.
No, he hasn't got over the ones yet.
Because Lakers is right there, and I guess what they fourth, fifth seed. They tied with Memphis,
Uh-huh.
about almost tied with Memphis.
They tied
So
with Memphis.
so
They're
yeah,
actually tied
he actually
with
made it.
Memphis right now.
Yeah, he made a big accomplishment. You know what I mean? Getting Lakers where they need, but these games really gonna tell where they really gonna be at in the standings, man. You know,
Crazy. Um, it don't look good for Lakers, y'all. Lakers is look like they going down the drain, going downhill instead of uphill. Like they look good, but they're playing against some teams, injured teams, uh, teams that wasn't going to show what type of team they really were. Uh, Now they've been exposed against Bulls, Bucks, and Magics. Let's see on this back-to-back games against the Pacers and the Bulls again, which they on the road. So it's going to be harder for them because the schedule is a road schedule for right now.
and these games is just vital, man. Each of these games are vital. Each of these games is it's a must win. That Lakers must win these games. You know, like I said, man. Quite sure that JJ Riddick he don't want them to fall into the play in, but you know
They suck right now. They suck.
we just don't know how far Lakers will hold into the standings, man. So
Oh, folks, LeBron, I can understand LeBron having. Well, LeBron he acting like he got 6-year-old legs when it comes to defense. Luka got crossed up by Josh against when they're playing against the Bulls. They have 50-year-old legs. Couldn't turn that corner with them. So their defense is sucking right now. They got teams demolishing them in the paint. The teams averaging more than they average against certain teams. They're getting demolished right now against these sub teams that they should be beating. So
and it's like ever since LeBron been back, you know what I mean, from the growing, it just Lakers they ain't been playing out of style. It's just you see so much stagnant, and you know what I mean. The defense is you know what I mean is suck. You know, I just think that ever since LeBron been back, you know, it's been slowing up the pace. They Lakers can't play freely, and it's stopping. You know what I mean, Austin Reeves, his style of play. So yes, that's just how I feel about the whole thing. You got anything to say, bro, before we close this?
I would say for certain other people that has podcasts and stuff like that, and they knock off the Thunders and they pick the Lakers before the Thunders are insane to me. If you look at the last two games, you compare the Thunders, it's not even comparable.
Okay, we're gonna close right there. Big shout out, big ticket man. Shout out to Brandon Sport TV man. No, we ain't heard from our brother man, but big shout out to him man. Hope everything's well. With his families and everything. Shout out to the report, Cream, the report. Big shout out to Two Off for TV man, and we out. You want to say something before we close?
Big shout out to the big ticket, y'all. This Kung Fu Prepper again. You can catch me, the Kung Fu Prepper on YouTube. Um, Big shout out to my bro. Big shout out to Big Ticket again. Big shout out to Scott for that great take that he did. And you guys have a great day, man. And remember again, y'all, stay true to the gang.
We out.
Y'all.